Greetings, fellow gamers, and welcome to Playwave, the haven for all things gaming excellence. I'm thrilled to have you back on our channel, where we celebrate the gaming classics that shaped our love for this art form. Today, we're venturing deep into the annals of gaming history, to an era when the PlayStation 2 reigned supreme. In this special edition, we're about to unveil the top 10 PS2 games that ignited our passions, defined countless hours of gaming joy, and continue to hold a special place in our hearts. The PlayStation 2 was a revolutionary console, a gateway to magical worlds, captivating stories, and groundbreaking gameplay. It's a console that fostered lifelong friendships and fond memories. And today, right here on Playwave, we're going to relive those unforgettable moments. So, whether you're a seasoned gamer who lived through the PS2 era or a new enthusiast eager to discover the classics, you're in for a treat. We've painstakingly curated this list to showcase the games that captured our imaginations, challenged our skills, and delivered experiences like no other. Without further ado, let's hit that start button and journey back to the past, where our countdown of the top 10 PS2 games begins. So grab your controller, sit back, and let the nostalgia flow as we embark on this epic gaming adventure together. Number 1, Devil May Cry 2. In the fictional setting of Vida Marley Island in modern times, the narrative of Devil May Cry 2 unfolds, with its central focus on the exploits of the demon hunter Dante and the island's guardian, Lucia. Their mission is clear: thwart the sinister ambitions of a wealthy businessman named Arius, who seeks to resurrect the formidable demon Argosax in a bid for ultimate power. The storytelling within the game primarily takes shape through a blend of in-game cutscenes utilizing the game engine and meticulously crafted pre-rendered full-motion videos, weaving together a cinematic experience. Devil May Cry 2, however, faced a tumultuous production journey, marked by challenges and shortcomings attributable to a less experienced development team. These tribulations were mirrored in the mixed reception the game received upon its release. Criticism was levied against various aspects, most notably the reduced difficulty level compared to its predecessor and alterations to Dante's character traits. Nevertheless, despite these setbacks, Devil May Cry 2 managed to carve a path to commercial success. It also played a pivotal role in establishing key series conventions and served as a learning experience for its development team. Number 2, Cricket 07. Cricket 07 is a cricket simulation PS2 game that was developed by EA Canada and HB Studios, and it was published by EA Sports. This game was released in Europe on November 26, 2006 and in Australia on November 14, 2006. The cover art for Cricket 07 features the prominent English cricketer Andrew Flintoff. Notably, this game marked the culmination of EA Sports' cricket game series, making it the last cricket game they published. The popularity of Cricket 07 soared, especially among cricket-playing nations. To keep the game fresh and up-to-date, many patches were created by fans and developers to enhance the gaming experience. The game offers a diverse range of match types, including limited overs matches with options for 50, 20, 10, or 5 overs, along with 4-day first-class matches and full-length test matches lasting 5 days. Players can also customize their experience by selecting different pitches and weather conditions across various venues. Speaking of venues, the game provides access to several iconic international cricket grounds, such as the Eden Gardens in India and Lords in England. Each venue offers distinct conditions and pitch types. Number 3. Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. The storyline of the game revolves around an unnamed prince, whose father orders the siege of an ancient city at the behest of a treacherous vizier. During this conquest, a crucial artifact called the Dagger of Time falls into the hands of the prince, and his father's forces seize an hourglass containing the enigmatic Sands of Time. In an attempt to curry favor with the Sultan of Azad, the vizier manipulates the prince into releasing the sands, inadvertently unleashing a calamity. The sands corrupt the people of Azad, turning them into savage monsters under the vizier's malevolent control. In his quest for redemption, the prince joins forces with Farah, a young princess who possesses knowledge about the power of the sands. Together, they work to correct the prince's fateful mistake and thwart the vizier's sinister machinations. The core gameplay of The Sands of Time centers around the prince's remarkable platforming abilities, interspersed with combat encounters against creatures spawned by the sands. A defining mechanic in the game is the use of the Dagger of Time to rewind time, allowing the prince to rectify errors in his platforming maneuvers and even manipulate time to dispatch enemies with precision. Number 4, God of War 2. The storyline is deeply rooted in Greek mythology, immersing players in the ancient world of Greece where the theme of vengeance plays a central role. The protagonist, Kratos, takes on the role of the new God of War after successfully defeating the former God of War, Ares. However, his rise to power is met with treachery when Zeus, the king of the Olympian gods, betrays him. This betrayal not only strips Kratos of his divine status but also leads to his death. As Kratos is slowly dragged into the grim realm of the underworld, his fate takes an unexpected turn when he is saved by Gaia, a powerful titan. Gaia reveals to him a glimmer of hope and a path to ultimate revenge against Zeus. She instructs Kratos to seek out the elusive Sisters of Fate, as they possess the unique ability to manipulate time itself. With this power, Kratos hopes to journey back in time, prevent his own betrayal, and exact his revenge on Zeus for his deceit. The gameplay mechanics of God of War 2 closely follow those of its predecessor. The core of the gameplay centers around combo-based combat, primarily executed through Kratos' primary weapon, Athena's blades. Number 5. Hitman 2, Silent Assassin. Hitman 2, Silent Assassin, much like its predecessor, maintains its core focus on the elimination of targets while striving to remain undetected for as long as possible. The game offers various methods to achieve this, including adopting disguises, evading suspicious enemies, and employing other stealth tactics. Notably, Silent Assassin ditches the more action-oriented segments seen in Codename 47, opting instead for a purely stealth-centered gameplay experience. However, players have the freedom to choose their preferred approach to missions, allowing for diverse styles of play. One significant addition in this installment is the option for a first-person view, enhancing immersion and offering a different perspective on the stealthy proceedings. Another notable change is the introduction of non-lethal takedowns, providing players with the choice to incapacitate enemies rather than resorting to lethal force. This newfound flexibility adds depth to the gameplay and encourages strategic decision-making. The game's missions are designed with multiple possible approaches in mind, offering a level of freedom rarely seen in stealth games at the time. Number 6. Silent Hill 3. Silent Hill 3 is a survival horror video game that immerses players in the unsettling journey of Heather, a teenage protagonist. The story begins as Heather awakens from a disturbing nightmare within a shopping mall and embarks on a harrowing quest to return home to her father. Throughout the game, players must navigate through eerie environments that constantly shift between the unsettling reality and the otherworld. A blood-soaked and supernatural counterpart. Gameplay in Silent Hill 3 closely resembles its predecessors, with a third-person perspective that encompasses various elements such as combat, exploration, and puzzle solving. The game provides players with the option to tailor the difficulty of both combat and puzzles to their liking. To aid Heather in her exploration, players equip her with essential tools like a flashlight and a radio. The radio becomes a crucial companion, emitting static when hostile monsters lurk nearby, adding tension to the atmosphere. As Heather progresses, she discovers various items to assist her, including first aid kits and energy drinks for restoring health, beef jerky used as bait to divert monsters, and an array of firearms and melee weapons to defend herself. Number 7, Star Ocean, Till the End of Time. Star Ocean, Till the End of Time is a role-playing video game that builds upon its predecessors while introducing unique elements. One significant departure from traditional RPGs is its real-time interactive combat system, akin to other series like Hack and Tales. In this game, battles occur when you encounter enemies on the main travel field or during scripted events. During combat, you take direct control of one character, while the other two are AI-controlled. You have the option to choose tactics for the AI characters or switch the character you're actively controlling. In battle, your character's vitality is divided into hit points, HP, and mental points, MP. Enemy attacks can target either of these stats. Additionally, special attacks or the use of symbology or runeology, which functions as magic, can deplete your character's HP or MP. If a character loses all their HP or MP, they are knocked out and can't participate in the battle unless you use specific revival items. Each character also has a fury meter, which determines their movement speed on the battlefield and the frequency with which they can perform actions. Number 8, Final Fantasy XII. Final Fantasy XII offers players a unique gaming experience where they have direct control over the in-game character, viewing them from a third-person perspective. What sets this installment apart from its predecessors is the ability to manipulate the in-game camera using the right analog stick, granting a full 360 degrees view of the surroundings. In towns and cities, players primarily view the world through the eyes of the character Vaughn. However, when exploring the field, control can be shifted to any character in the party. The world of Final Fantasy XII is meticulously designed to be true to scale in relation to the characters themselves. Unlike earlier games in the series, which featured characters navigating miniature terrains, every area is proportionally represented. To traverse this expansive world, players have the option to travel on foot, ride chocobos, or even take to the skies in airships. The game introduces a novel approach to currency. Instead of traditional gil, most defeated enemies drop valuable loot items that can be later sold at shops. This change is closely tied to a new battle mechanic that rewards players for defeating the same type of enemy multiple times consecutively, encouraging strategic combat. Number 9, WWE SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain. The wrestling video game introduced a significantly enhanced grappling system that maintained the series' trademark fast-paced gameplay. This marked a notable evolution in the franchise. One of the key additions was the introduction of a new grappling system, which added depth to the in-ring action. Body damage displays and submission meters were introduced for the first time, adding a layer of strategy to matches. These meters helped gauge the effectiveness of submission holds, both for the person applying the move and the one trying to break out of it. Additionally, the game introduced the ability to break submission holds by reaching the ropes. simulating the real wrestling experience. Another groundbreaking feature was the inclusion of individual character attributes, including statistics such as strength, endurance, and speed, which further personalized the gameplay experience. In terms of the roster, the game boasted an impressive lineup of over 50 WWE superstars who were active members of the WWE roster at the time of its release. This included both current stars and legends. For the first time in the series, legendary wrestlers like Jimmy Superfly Snuka and Rowdy Roddy Piper were featured, bringing a nostalgic element to the game. At last, Area 51. Area 51 is a first-person shooter video game where players take on the role of the protagonist, Ethan Cole. The game immerses players in a world filled with machinery and various weapons, including both human-made and alien technology. In the game, players utilize a diverse array of weapons to confront their adversaries. Most weapons are designed for single-handed use, but there's an option to dual-wield certain firearms, like the shotgun and submachine gun. What sets each weapon apart is the ability to switch between two firing modes. The primary mode is the default, offering a balance of ammunition consumption and accuracy. In contrast, the secondary firing mode provides significantly more power but at the expense of increased ammo usage and reduced accuracy. Additionally, players have access to explosive grenades for dealing with groups of foes. As the game progresses, a unique twist occurs when Ethan Cole becomes infected with a mutagen. This infection grants players the temporary ability to transform into a mutant. Mutating comes with several advantages, including enhanced strength, stamina, and the initial capability to release health-replenishing parasites. Thank you so much for joining us on this thrilling countdown of the top 10 PS2 games right here on Playwave. We hope this trip down memory lane brought back some fantastic gaming memories. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to show some love by smashing that like button and sharing it with your fellow gamers. Don't forget to subscribe to Playwave, your go-to channel for all things gaming related. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update from us. We'd love to hear about your favorite PS2 games or any other gaming topics you'd like us to cover in the future. Leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below, and let's keep the gaming conversation going. As always, it's been a blast having you here, and we can't wait to bring you more exciting content. Until next time, keep those controllers in hand, keep gaming, and keep those Playwave vibes alive.